What's up, guys? DMC here, playing Guns Up today, not playing Call of Duty for once. And I'm going to show you how I was able to survive about 5 minutes in this game, just over 5 minutes in this gameplay on the CPU defend mode. And I'll show you my beginner base and how I was able to do that. So really the first trick is to use the landmines. And you need to use the landmines to take out the RPG guys. And when you lay the landmine down, it's going to be red at first, but you'll see after about 5 seconds it turns green, and that means the mine is activated. So you got to time it out. You have to guess where they're going to go, and you also have to get the timing right. And you notice when you use a special, it slows down for a second. So you see it's right at the top. There, okay, so I got that guy. So defending in this mode it's about half how you use your specials, and it's half how you use your base. And I'll show you guys also how I set up my base as well. And the base I have is not too expensive. All my buildings are level 2, except for one of my tents is still only level 1. So it won't take you too long to get this base. This is, again, just like a beginner setup. I know there's people who have some crazy setups, but this is just a basic one that you can get pretty quickly. So bam, got that guy. So we're almost a minute in. And we got another guy coming here. This is my last landmine. Actually, there's 2 of them coming. And yeah, see, okay, I just barely got that guy. Now, it'd be nice if I had another mine, but I don't. And so these guys are all nicely jammed up here, which is exactly what you want. You want to use your walls and the terrain to try to get them jammed up in a location where they're stuck, and they have to funnel through a very small area. And that helps so that their weaker guys are stuck in the front and their big guys get stuck behind them. And then you can drop bombs on them like this. Your guys can focus fire them down. And also you can use the decoys sometimes, where if you put a decoy right in the middle of the enemies, they'll actually shoot the decoy, and the flame guys and the RPG guys will end up hitting their own teammates. So you can take out a big group of them like that. Now, for the machine gun guys, it's a bit tough because you see how well my defenses look. My defense looks great on the left, but actually it's really not, because these guys can actually just sit there and pick you off from a distance, and your guys will not push up. They do push up a lot of times when you don't want them to, but in this situation, when you do want them to, they don't. They just sit there. So again, the fire trap's good because it'll burn them for a while, and they have to sit there in it. And the airstrike too, it's about timing. You have to throw it down, but you have to keep in mind it's going to take a few seconds to land. So unfortunately I didn't get that guy there. There's still 2 guys shooting me. And the fire guys, thematically I think they're a bit overpowered. You know, it seems their range is about as far as a guy with a gun. I haven't actually looked at the in-game stats, but just when I see them on the battlefield, I feel they shoot farther than they should be able to, but that's just how it is. It is what it is. So if you notice here, I got these walls up in the front, and they have not attacked that wall. They haven't made any effort to destroy it. They're just perfectly happy to keep squeezing through. So here's an example of me using the decoy. That fire guy just completely wrecked that RPG guy. What I was actually hoping for was the RPG guy to fire, but either way, worked out okay. And so here, you see what I mean, where I think the range on these fire guys is kind of OP. It's a bit, I mean, you see he's really far. He can shoot as far as a rifle with a flamethrower. That's pretty ridiculous. But I don't know. I'm not sure how much they cost. Maybe for the amount of in-game munitions it costs, maybe it's worth it. Alright. And then medics. I don't know how much medics actually help. If you want to use medics, it's really expensive to buy them. And the beginning part of this game, it's a lot about strategy, but as you start to get into it a little bit more, it's a lot of grinding to earn the munitions that you need to make any upgrades or change anything. So I've just kind of gotten to the point now where if I want to add more things to my base, or if I want to get more troops, it's going to be a lot of grinding involved. So you start to have to make decisions about what you want. Unless, of course, you want to start doing in-game transactions with real money, which I haven't done, because this game is actually pretty fun without it. And unlike a lot of games, I guess this is kind of a little bit of mini review here as well. A lot of games, you know, it's free to play. They really kind of try to hook you in, and then they're just really pushing you all the time to buy stuff. It becomes super annoying. This game hasn't even mentioned it. You know, it doesn't seem like you really need to spend money to play and have fun. It's just if you're impatient and you want to build stuff now, if you want to build things immediately, then you have to spend money on that, I guess. But as far as like how strong you are and just playing, yeah, you don't really need it. You can play as much as you want. You can attack, you can defend, and You can do it all with the munitions you earn in-game. So, bombing runs. These are actually pretty tricky. It seems to work best when you've got a lot of small guys on the screen. As you see here, like, didn't really do much to those guys. Those machine gun guys stayed alive. I wasn't really able to do much. But, you know, it comes down to the luck of what specials you get sometimes. You know, you may not have the right special, but you have to use something or else they're going to overrun your base. So this defense here is about to be over. They just destroyed my main tent, and thinking about it, I probably should have put my main tent in the back. That's a small thing I could have done. But there we go, just barely made it to 5 minutes. I think considering this is a beginner base with only level 2 buildings, I think it was a pretty good run. And now I'll show you guys how I built my base. So I'll show you all the buildings. See, everything is level 2 except for this tent right here. This tent is level 1. Other than that, everything is level 2. So you can actually build this base pretty quickly. If you just play for a few days, you can definitely get enough munitions to buy everything I've got here. So also, you notice that I took out the anti-air because when you're doing the defense against the horde mode, they don't actually use specials on you, so you don't need that. And as you can see, all my buildings are level 2, my walls are level 2, and I do have walls slightly positioned in front of my buildings, but the thing you should note as a beginner is your guys cannot shoot through the walls. So you don't want to block your own line of sight. Now what I did here is I put walls to kind of get them trapped. I trapped them right in there, and they really do get clogged up in there nicely. So that's where you can keep dropping specials on them. Your guys will rush out and fight them. You can use decoys so they shoot each other. So that's a good spot right there. This is the frontmost place where my troops will go. They will take up defensive points right there, and then hopefully shoot the enemies and hit those barrels. But this is as far as I can build my base. So, and then obviously they'll come from this way, and as they come in, that's when you're going to try to drop the mines and hit the RPG guys. So yeah, that's how I set up my base. I staggered my sniper towers and my bunkers because they can't be too close to each other, unfortunately. And then those sandbags in the back actually will fill up. You just have to wait a bit for the next wave to spawn in. So that's my base, guys, and that was my survival. So once again, I'm DMC. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.